Alright. How you doing? It's Casca. We're playing Valheim. It is storming. And I remembered something. Just woke up from a bad dream from a nap, but I'm very happy to actually dream. I get some REM sleep, I'm happy. I remembered, well, it's raining. And I wanted to check my ovens to see if my little, I guess it's not a chimney since I just left the back end of these things open. They don't seem to be affected by the rain, so the roof seems to be affected by the rain, though. I see water on the roof, right? It's weird. Weird. Yeah, so bad dream. Well, it all started with an excretion. Alright, so Elon Musk bought Twitter, and he named it X. And nobody really come up with a good, Twitter tweet. We tweeted, right? Nobody really come up with anything. I think Elon calls it a post. X post? What? Alright. He named his son X. I mean, how narcissistic can it? The dream had to do with narcissism. Okay, so just bear with me. Alright. But just recently, somebody called it an excrete. I think it was Casey Poots of Ohio. He's the car guy on YouTube. He called it an excretion. You probably heard it somewhere. We're walking to the new construction site. I have an iron pit for out there for the... I might just build a fireplace. Oh, no. The iron pit's for the crafting area. Some extra copper for some sconces. Mine need filled, but I'm going to be out there for a little bit. Some tin. I couldn't think of much else I needed tin for. That's just the cauldron. So anyway, back to excretion. Some CEO excreted about... Yeah, I'm calling them excretions. Excreted. Because, Twitter, tweet. X, excrete. Alright. So some CEO of some company associated with the World Economic Forum is at some business symposium thing bitching about Generation Z and saying, it's not the economy, stupid. Generation Z just needs to stop buying Starbucks. I guess she's including millennials and Generation Z too, but whatever. her excretion is bullshit. Okay. But I thought it'd be funny to re-excrete her tweet to Starbucks. It's actually kind of going viral right now. And I said to Starbucks, I says, CEO of this company calls for boycott of Starbucks. And I tweeted it to Starbucks, because, hey, it's late night. Anyway. So, then, we haven't got to my dream yet, but it's related. Okay, it's this narcissist businesswoman. It's like, blaming Generation Z's financial woes on, she's talking about buying a house. Oh, well, you can buy a house if you stop buying Starbucks. Ah, fuck you. Okay? I'm not Gen Z, I'm Gen X. Okay? Just so we're clear on this shit, I'm fucking Gen X. Okay? And even we didn't have what the fucking boomers had. But when I was poor, and we lost our farm to the bullshit fucking sanctions that they put on shit, yeah, against Russia back then. Hey, seems like nothing has really changed, huh? But and tariffs, and it doesn't hurt the government to do that shit, but it does hurt people. And of course, the real underlying reason for all that crap, you know, that's back when Farm Aid, you had John Cougar doing Farm Aid, making songs about it all. Well, the fact of the matter is, that was so the big three agriculture companies could buy up small farms. And they're doing it again. They're consolidating again. You know, the few farmers who fucking survived that shit are facing the same problem with beef right now and soybeans. You know, these are even larger farmers. These are the larger farmers, but they're still more family farm than the big three ag. You know, in any case, that's a tangent on what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say is, then my tweet got retweeted by Black Rifle Coffee, and it's very well known that. Okay, well, I veteran is in my fucking name in X, or, well, it was Twitter once, okay? And so whoever it was says, buy Black Rifle Coffee, it's veteran owned and helps veterans, and what else? Oh, if you want a real coffee experience. Yeah, people just want fucking coffee. They don't want a real coffee experience. But that was more Gen Z and millennial than anything. I'm just gonna sleep, and I have a list of things we gotta do out here. Alright. We are doing build tutorial here. Basic building, and we're doing this house in this 2-episode series from scratch, because I was going to come out here and build one anyway. It's a little bigger, but I wanted to build a multi level house because I really had done it before, but also to show off building techniques. First thing we went through was hose, and we're still going to go through hose because we have a hoe problem. This is a problem that can only be fixed by a good hoe. Right here is a hoe problem. You're like, what the hell are you talking about? I'll show you. You don't want this problem. This is not a problem you want. You don't want this problem. What is the problem? I can't get up. I can't get it up, man. So I need a hoe to fix this so I can get it up. So when I'm overburdened, I can't get through there. Alright, so what we have to do here is get out the old trusty hoe and turn that crap off. Just regular old level, and I've gone through this, but I'll go through it again. Okay, you see that thing in the middle? It shows that it's lower than where I'm standing. The hoe works off of where you're standing. If you're moving around like a madman, yeah, you're not using the hoe right. Okay. And the circles tell you if the area is higher than where you're standing. And you'll see it's disappearing into the ground. Well, there's some higher spots there. If I go this way, it's going to totally disappear. Circle's gone. Also, center thing gone because it's higher than where I'm standing. But that's why the circle and the thing's gone. Okay, so it's a leveling tool. Level ground is a leveling tool. It shows you indicators of what the level is around you, and it's based on where you're standing. If you're standing on a wood piece, it's still based on the ground where you're standing. If you're standing on a rock piece, it's still based on the ground where you're standing. I don't know about that rock thing, but it's true of wood. Okay? So, see that spot there? I shouldn't be able to bring up the ground here. And you'd be like, why isn't the ground coming up? Because it's based on the level of the ground where I was standing. See? Still the same. Alright. I don't know if that's true of stone, but it's true of wood. Because it's definitely higher than where I'm standing. What we're trying to find here is a spot that is just a little bit higher. And I'm going to bring this up. And I don't think that was it. Okay, see how I got the little dot turned into... I don't think it's going up much. No, it didn't go up much. Need to get up there higher, baby, higher. But I don't want to take it up too high, because then I got to take it back down. Okay, so we got a little bit there. Yeah, let's try that. I don't want it to come through my floor over there, but it doesn't seem to be going up here. I'm not happy about that. I don't want to put... That one might have gone here. Yeah, it's gone up some. I think that might just be a low spot there. It didn't work. Ah, it worked enough. That's all I wanted. I want to be able to get over there when I'm overburdened. Alright, because it's going to happen to you. It's going to happen to me. It happens. Let's eat our food like we're a responsible Valheim player. We'll just pretend that I'm a responsible Valheim player for the sake of argument. I've found where the metal is. I'll keep the tin on me. We'll do that first. We're going to put a cauldron in there. We're going to need some stone. Maybe I'm carrying too much. Oh, thought I put the fucking copper in there. I don't know what I did. Nobody knows what I did. Okay, so since that was related to the dream I was having, I did not respond to the Black Rifle Coffee guy. Okay. Because I was pissed about it. Because here's the fact. I went to primary and secondary, it's two different courses. Primary leadership development course and secondary leadership development course. And I was a soldier. Now they go to warrior school and they are warriors. Okay? I never bought into the army of one bullshit because I was in the army of teams. That was just some marketing crap. Gonna get more recruits. And that's fine. I don't really give a shit. Okay, but that doesn't mean I have to like, you know, the narcissist mentality of the warriors coming out of the military now. And Black Rifle Coffee is owned by Spec Ops people, okay, who quite frankly, a lot of them are traitors to America and support doing the CIA's dirty work, which none of that is good for America, but it's good for capitalism. Okay, they are the arm of capitalism that I disagree that we should have. Working against other nations in the shadows and such. Whether that's good foreign policy or not is debatable and arguable, and I would have them arguments, but I am not a fan. Why did you do that? Because it was not on the ground. It linked to my wall. That's why it broke first time. Oh. I want to be able to get through here. Otherwise, it's useless to have it out. Well, maybe if I put it down. Asshole. And then we'll slide it that way a little bit. Put it down. Nobody even gonna notice a little crack in there, right? See? You don't even know there's unless you stand here, but I don't want to hear about it. Okay. It works for me. I just want to be able to get through there. And it's fire hazard. I don't want it right up against that wood. So it usually seems that these don't spread to here, and if it does spread, we're going to be here, and we will deal with the problem. And I will replace these small pieces with stone. But actually, I've been noticing that the hearths have been pretty tame. Probably because you got this lip here, see? Alright. And that's nice. Okay. I like that. So let's put up our cauldron. Oh. I can't put up a cauldron because I don't have a forge, but I brought the the copper for the forge. I just need to find where I put the coal. I do not know. I think it's in a barrel over here. Aha! I can make a forge so that I can make a cauldron. So I'm going to put food barrels here. And we'll have some storage for food there. I've rearranged this. That bed's going to be leaving when I leave. It's here for me to sleep in. Crafting. Cauldron. That'd do it. It's not in far enough, it's telling me. Okay, you're a wise guy. There it is. They're not gonna be cooking any big meats here, but we'll leave room for that. We'll try anyway. I have to go kill somebody to test these. Gonna try and pull them this way so that I could put an iron one here. And I just thought of something else that I need iron for. The center has to be over the fire, so we're looking at that. I need chain, but I can get chain through the portal, whereas I can't get iron through the portal. And I only brought... Oh, I don't bring any iron. Well, there is 2 iron here. Too bad it wasn't 3 iron for that. And then, you know, because once I finish the stonework here, I won't need the stone cutter anymore. I'll make a wet wheel, a grinding wheel. I'll do it right now. But I won't need the stone cutter after I'm done with the stonework. Fucking make 2, asshole. Now I gotta carry that back to the portal. Or we have a spare here, right? Alright. I gotta look at this again. You know, I don't think it'll interfere anyway. have some meat. Perfect. Alright. These barrels are for food too, but right now I'm using them for that. Cooking station and storage, it doesn't say it, but let's get that done. So we're just going to put regular old boxes up in here. That is our supposed area. I'm going to start doing something. Normally I couldn't do what I just did there, drop that right there. See, I couldn't do that, but actually I got the little ones on the other side, so I could do that. It snapped nicely because of the little ones, not because of the big ones. Normally you would try to snap to the big ones, and all your big ones are like this. Yeah, doing that in the middle wouldn't really work. But it's working right now because I got the little ones there. I just wanted to explain that. It's a building thing, man. This is a building stream. In any case, I had a dream about narcissism that wasn't pretty. Oh, I went to top on this thing. Yeah, there we go. What I'm trying to do here is get on my line, which is right there. Not stick out this way too much. What's the purpose of this? Well, it's actually moving that in some. See? And I don't need all that room for the boxes. So that just gave me that little sliver of extra space to walk here. That's all. That's it. You know, it's not a necessary thing. I just wanted that little silver space because I'm gonna do this, which takes up that little sliver of space. See? In fact, I didn't get it far enough to compensate for the whole thing, but I compensated for some of it, right? And so this whole thing isn't taking up. You'll see. See? Okay. It's not taking up the whole beam width off of this, and it gives me more room to walk through here. That's all. That's the only reason I did that. Okay. That doesn't seem to be snapping right. Let's make sure it snaps there. There we go. Let's get a front corner. No, not the right front corner. Okay, I wanted a specific corner. I use the little ones because the signs fit right on the little ones. You could use big ones, and you know, eyeball mark want it. You do you, boo. I mean, end here. Thank you. You'll see that it goes into the wall. The reason it goes into the wall is because it always goes into the wall. Because the floor and the wall, there's overlap. That's why it goes into the wall. It's going into the wall more here because of the nature of these aren't right. Because of the nature of narcissism. No, because yeah, that's right. We get the double wall thing going on here. That's why it's going into the wall more. It's going into the wall more than normal. But we would deal with that by eyeball mark wanting it. I could have just used 2 big pieces because it's not really going to matter, but at least it's going to show me how far over it's going to be. And we're going to try to overlap the sides a little bit. 12. 3 times 4 is 12. Perfect. We are putting 12 chests here. So, you know, I think we'll start here. We'll put the sign right on the edge. And then we will move this overlapping a little bit. Not a huge amount, but a little bit. It'll give us more room for the sign on the end. And actually we had plenty. Whatever. It's close enough. Ah, the wood, no? Now when I hit this closing bracket, otherwise known as the greater than sign, those words are going to disappear. But I hit the greater than sign. Okay. Why? It makes it white. Now if you go in there, it's just going to show that. But if you don't change the highlight, if you just copy it, I am control Ving, and now I'm I controlled C the first one, and I'm control Ving to paste it in there. Just Windows clipboard standard tracking commands. If you got a Mac, well, good luck on that. I don't really fucking know. Hit the back key and V, and hit the back key and C, maybe. Is there a Mac key? I don't know. Well, you need control in Windows. There is a Windows key in Windows. You need control. Maybe it's command key. Is that what they call it in Mac? The command key. Instead of control. But they're all white now. Hold on. We're done talking about this. Just like I really haven't finished that story about narcissism and the dream I had, but now when I put something in here, I guess I'll put the beats here, huh? go like that. Okay, let's demonstrate that again. It is highlighted. Don't type, because you'll take out those words that you can't see. Go like that and backspace over the word. There you go. And it'll keep the white. This was just something I wanted to show you folks. You could hit the right arrow or even hit the left arrow and delete. You know, just as long as you don't delete that initial highlighting, because it'll take those hidden words away. Ah! And don't backspace too far. So if you want to edit the color, do backspace too far. Just change to one thing and put that greater than symbol on the end. I don't know what you kids call it nowadays, right? What am I on? Second one? What else is in the frickin' meadows? That's about it, isn't it? Anything else in the meadows that we eat? I mean, dandelions. I'm only putting meadow stuff in here. Alright. Storage for that stuff is down here. This is the crafting area. Let us get some light on the subject, eh? I need more resin. You'd think I'd have more resin. I was building over here. Meaning graylings were probably coming and bothering me left and right. Which way's the door open? I like to put my lights that are by doors on the side. I don't know what you call the side. Side without the hinge, man. Side without the hinge. By a door. The hinge is over there. I put it on the side without the hinge. I think it's the side with the lock. Really, this fire is good for light over here, so I really only need one in here, I would say. That's what I'm going with. That's my story. And I'll put a light up here too. Now, it's a double door, so I'm going to put it on both sides of the double door. Remember, fire hazard is on, kiddos, so don't do this at home. No, don't get it too close to the top there. That's wrong. Don't do that. Okay. So we're going to put it so that the center of this is on that line. Just give us that little more safety margin. No sense in starting the roof on fire, because I care if it burns. We need water, yes. I wish there was some way to put out a fire with water. I'm not going to let the motherfucker burn. The roof is on fire. We really want some water, because I don't want to see it burn. Oh, I'm out of copper. Before I move that forge downstairs, I might as well do this. All this copper was for lights, sconces. It's actually easier to do this at night. You can kind of see what you're doing. Now this one I can put up higher. Maybe get the light going into, except maybe not backwards. Backwards is kind of uncool. I mean, not everything backwards is uncool. I mean, sometimes I'm ass backwards. You know. Also, happened to be where the door was. The hidden was on the other side. I didn't realize I had a back door there until I put that light up, see? Because actually, when I was working down here, I was like, yeah, I got this window. That's nice. But I was standing here looking at the fire, literally, standing here. I don't remember why. I was cooking some meat, actually. Okay, because I had the cooking racks on there. I was out of food. And then I got poisoned. And I said, well, that's not cool. Okay, and then I went like this, and I put back door, fence wall. Well, we do have a back door besides this window, which you can get through. And I came out here and I killed that fucking shaman, and I danced on his grave. Teabagged him a couple times. You know, if you hit the enter key, you can type dance. Yeah, don't poison me when I'm cooking my meat. However, the window works fine for a door. I mean, the door works fine for a window. It depends on how you look at it, right? I mean, as long as you can jump, you can get in there. And so I said, do I really need a door, or maybe just a fence so shaman can't get close enough to poison me while I'm cooking my meat? You know, maybe just throw a pole fence out there somewhere away from the house. So I've got some copper left for lights for crafting stations, for, you know, crafting benches. It just should be okay to go down there because I think these do not require, they require a workbench and not the forge to build. So I'll be able to move those. Do I want to go get some iron to put up that thing? It's a 3 chain and 3 iron. Fine, I'll walk over there, get some iron. We'll make this thing officially a kick-ass little kitchen. Yeah, if it works there, we'll find out. I'll bring a piece of meat. The bedrock. Oh, it's open there. Oh. So this is going to go on the floor here in here to keep you warm when you're crafting. Yeah, so never mind what the dream is about. It's basically about narcissism. Black ops, assholes, sheep dipping, all kinds of crap. It was a weird dream. But I did respond to them Black Rifle guys, because it's like responding to the Mossad. Just don't do it. You may want to, just don't do it. You never know when some narcissist might fucking take exception. I mean serious exception. And excrete on you. I'm not talking about bad words either. I'm talking about something else. Alright, let's get some iron. That is 3 and 3. We can afford it. Why not? I wasn't really planning on getting the thing, but this is part of doing it, and I'd like to throw it all in there. So maybe we will get mead and fermenter for the crafting area. So that's okay. Some more tin, 6 more copper, and 5 more bronze. All right, we should be able to carry all that. Copper, 4 more tin, 5 more bronze. Yeah, no bronze in my bronze chest. And 3 iron. Hey, look at that. It knew I was coming. Can we do it? Yes. We just need some chain and we will be cooking with fire. Well, that's where I'd put it, but I know it's not there in this place. Well, I would have a chest too. Trust me. Maybe I want a central light there. Maybe a little more bronze. What is that? 5 bronze for a frickin' hanging light? Oh, that not a bonfire. Maybe we should build a bonfire too. That is not the hanging. Why would you put it under fucking furniture when you got all the rest of the shit over there? Okay, sorry, I'll be okay. And now we can make standing braziers. Yes, but can you cook over them, huh? Does it give you heat? But this one gives you heat. We may not need that. We're gonna find a spot in that house that does need it, though. We'll see what the light is like. We will take this 5 bronze and additional chain. Assuming we can carry the 5 bronze. Because I didn't drop my wood. There's probably enough wood over there. I could drop the wood here, though. We're good. The old backpack is saving us. Without that backpack mod, though, that's Azu's Adventure Backpacks. Without that, you would not be able to do this like I'm doing it. And we're going this way. Is there anything else I need? I could grab some coal. Nah, we will make some coal there because we're going to have signs to do, and I will show you how to make coal when fire hazard's on. Yeah. No kiln needed or burning food. Let us eat before we go into the wilds. The wild meadows. They're gonna frack me up in my wolf root armor hybrid stuff I'm wearing with my backpack, with my anti-cold and my feather fall. Well, anti-frost. It's anti-cold too. Cold resistant, frost resist. You would think if it was just frost resistant, it would be good to go, but it's not. It's not. You need both in this game. You need both resistance to cold and resistance to frost. Now I could see, yeah, you're resistant to cold to a point, and frost will kill you. Alright, but, alright. But if you have resistance to frost, it should handle the cold, right? Mm-hmm. Unless it's Mickey Mouse boots. Don't get your feet wet. Okay. Oh, don't sweat. Don't sweat in your Mickey Mouse boots. Okay, we are full. We can't even pick up wood. I bet you I can pick a mushroom up, though. Uh-huh. Hey, they're everywhere. Huh, you're gonna be an asshole, huh? Well, I can be an asshole, too. And I'll go back and get that wood. She made me do it. Why is there a stump out here? What happened here? The beautiful birch tree should be there. Oh, I don't have the thing on this. Yeah, this is the normal, limited mod, normal mode playthrough. Darn, I thought I was gonna get off scot-free. I saw him at the last second, that's why I stopped. Humans are resistance hunters. You may not have known this. Some people don't know that hamburgers come from cows. I don't understand how they could not know that. I'm gonna catch him. He ain't gonna tire out like a real deal would. Oh yeah, get him. I'll take the resin. I got a bunch of torches to fill up here. Can't make my charcoal right now. Gotta finish this stonework. So, what do we want to do? Let's finish that. Finish the cooking station here. I have meat to test. We'll just ignore the fact that I had meat to test to begin with. Oh, well. I'll have big meat to test. I don't know if size matters or not. Women keep telling me it doesn't, but I kind of feel like they're lying. But in this case, it doesn't matter. You can test it with just one piece of meat. However, you will want to take the rest of your meat. There's no chests. Well, take the rest of your meat out of your bag so that you can take that off of there without putting more on there. If you understand what I'm saying. If I would have had raw meat on me, I would have put 4 more meats on there before I took that one off. Okay, but since I didn't have any raw meat on me, it allowed me to take off that one that was cooked without putting more raw meat on there. It worked, by the way. So, sometimes you have this problem. So you just gotta get as close as you can. I'm gonna zoom my camera in as much as I can. And just squeeze her under there. Try to center it as best you can. When you can see the whole sign, you're good enough. You can always do the first 2 levels without any problem, but when the shelf gets higher than your camera height, you're gonna have to look down on it a little bit, be a little condescending. I usually just do that. Doesn't matter as long as it's higher. And you get your chest and then do the same thing. It's best to be right in front of it. You can see very nicely. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be perfect enough for you. And since I have these here, just gonna go ahead and put these in. Just make chests. Just do it. It's only 10 wood. Go cut some trees down. Don't be a big baby about it. Oh, I don't want to make more chests. Just do it. Just do it. Because you get this, and you get this. But more importantly, you got this. Hold down the E key to stack. All the raspberries came out of my bag. So just make the chests. Just do it. You'll thank yourself. You'll say, thank yourself for making more chests. That idiot on the internet was right. He may be a loon, but he's sometimes right. Hey, a little more, come on, baby. There you go. Ooh, we got it in. I was worried it wouldn't go in. Ah. Close enough. No, a little more. Come on. Stupid thing. Hey, Mr. Barrel, you're in my way. Kind of feeling like it. Yeah. Alright. Alright, storage system done. Plenty of storage left for a starter house where we've just killed Ike here and got some copper to make a cultivator, and that's all we got in the Bronze Age. This is all Bronze Age stuff. And then we said, oh well, now we got iron, let's do some stone stuff, and I did stone stuff here, and they're propagating that back into the rest of the house. Propagating our new technologies into the rest of the house like that. And, well, I needed tin for that. We got the stone cutting, we could put this down. So we are at the very beginning of the Iron Age in this pretend how to build stuff playthrough, and I'm going to put fieldstone foundation all the way around this house. It's going to happen. We're going to... Excuse me. We're going to be doing that next. Oh, excuse me. Impolite. My body being impolite over here. Alright. So the other thing I did offline was took out that wood wall and threw in stone here. Should be able to put stone there too. Don't know why I didn't. Let's put it in there and find out why. Oh, I know why. Because actually, that's a big stone. That's not actually big stone. I just missed it when I... Okay, because when I say big stone, I mean this. That is this. And I put all three in, and then I took this one out, because I kind of had to walk through here, and then I said, oh yeah, I gotta put this back in. I put it back in, but I didn't put it under the stairs, because I'm a dummy. And in fact, we don't need this wood here. I'm going to take it out, because I'd prefer to just see the stone and walk over the stone than to have the stone looking, peeking through the wood like that. Alright. We could technically, like, you can see the dirt back there, but we're not going to worry about it on these stairs. We could, like, pickaxe it out, put some stone foundation in there. I'm not going to worry about that one. Excuse me. Sinuses suddenly got weird. So I connected the buildings with... After I did that, I connected the buildings with stupid shit. We'll go look at that, what I did. Might put an awning over that. And I just did that. You don't normally have this flat piece. It's part of the missing pieces mod. If you didn't use that, you'd have to do something like that'll work. Yeah. Or you could have used that. And that might actually look better, but then you gotta spend some wood on some crosses on the end, because otherwise, you know, well, maybe you want the skylight. Who knows? You do you. I'm gonna use the flat pieces because I think they should be included in the game. That might actually be too low for me to walk this way. It is. We shall make it work. We have a protection for our stairs from the rain. Let's make it a little prettier so that it looks like something's holding that up, huh? Well, over here I guess I could do one of those. And I'll just use a beam over here. Top me, top me. I like being top sometimes. Depends on the person. Top me. Oh, don't be a bottom. Oh, mine's good, hey? I see that. Did you see that? There was a little gap there. Yeah, you gotta love the snap points that they put in. I love it. We didn't always have those. Back in my day, they called it primary leadership development course and secondary leadership. I mean, yeah, maybe we didn't always have the snap points in Valheim. But we're warriors in Valheim now. And we have snap points. Yeah, it's fine. And the reason it's like that is because I just eyeball marked that piece there. Actually, it snapped right here, I think. But it doesn't matter because it's all jury-rigged anyway. I don't care. And I don't care about that ugly. I'm not going to double wall it. I don't care. Okay. I kind of do want a railing here. And you may be wondering, why have you done all this? Well, so I can fight from the roof. But I actually have mods turned off right now. I mean, raids turned off right now. What you could do is run a railing all the way down if you can hook to that piece, and stairs, ladders are 45 degrees, so you want a 45 degree one. And look, I can connect to it. Except, look at that, that's ugly. In fact, it's too high. So if you really do want a railing on this, what I would do is I'll eyeball mark one it out here, you know, which you could do lining up with this by going like that and snap into that. And then what you do is you go boom, hold down the shift key. Now, why isn't it working? Because that's actually be held up by the, that's as close as we're going to get it. It's being held up by the ladder and not by the ground. I put it on the ground now. See, here's what I did. It's close enough. It's lined up where we wanted it. And we'll run our railing up like this. Come on, just give me the bottom. Snap, baby. Snap, baby. And you could even put one here, except it's going to be too long and look stupid. So we're not going to. We're going to say that's good enough for railings for there, because you're not actually going to fall off over here anyway. Right? And I put double 26-inch roof pieces here, or degree roof pieces here, so that I could run around here and shoot bad guys who are raiding me from up here, because they can't get up the ladders. They can get upstairs. If you use stairs, why would you use stairs? You don't want them to come up here. You don't need the double ladder thing either. This ladder would have worked fine by itself, but I like to make the double ladders. It just makes me feel better when I'm going up. It's less claustrophobic. I don't have to feel like I'm wearing a fucking protective mask and full mop board gear, you know what I'm saying? No? I know what I'm saying. This awning here isn't going out far enough. Unfortunately, we don't have any small pieces to have it come out more, so I guess I just have to deal with the fact that those are getting water damage, or I could take up the ground here with Mr. Hole. Yes, Minor Holes too. And that would work, except then I gotta make me like a grade going that way, so that, you know, I don't have to be jumping if I'm running with 3 graylings and a brute and a shaman. I mean, 3 gray dwarves, a brute and a shaman chasing me around, and I'm out of stamina. I don't have to jump. I want a nice little slant here, because I ain't got no stamina. So I would have to do that, and you could do all that. If you wanted to do all that, do all that. Okay, me, I'm just going to repair it when I see it has damage. But that's what you should do. You should make it so that you can run up it. You should actually overburden yourself and make it so you can run over it. Oh, I put 3 beds up here. They all work for fire because I tested them, and then I deleted them because the 3 bears would not sleep in a bed that somebody else slept in. Or, well, the game, you can't like unown. You can't unown an unclaimed bed. You can't unclaim a bed. Yeah, which is kind of an oversight in my opinion. I mean, a bed is a bed, unless it's a 3 bears bed, and then it really matters, right? Maybe they just didn't like humans. Right? Maybe there's some racial prejudice going on, or species prejudice. Race is a human construction. It's not an actual reality thing. Women is a reality thing. Woman is a reality thing. Male is a reality thing. Race was made by humans so that they could kill other humans. You couldn't kill people of your own race. Except we seem to do that very fine anyway, because we're a broken species. Alright, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to work on next. I want to get all this crafting stuff out of here, but I think what we should do is just leave it for now and do this, because I got to get the stone cutter and do this. And so this is going to be a little different, as in the stone foundation, and it's going to be up to you because you went and decided to make this kind of wall against my recommendation, I might add. You went and built these double walls like this. So putting a stone foundation in here is going to be a little different, because you got the double wall like this and not like this over here where it's wider, because you have no stone piece that fits that width. See, don't work, baby. But you can eyeball mark one it, hold the shift key, and just have a little bit on each side, or decide, oh, I want it on the outside, or decide you want it on the inside. Maybe use it as a shelf or something, because this is a residential section, you know. And I think that's the one I'm going to go with, is have the stone foundation on the inside. But I didn't finish all this. We have to bring this along here. So now I'll move the stone cutter before he finished. Well, I was going to do that, but then I realized I really want to connect it all the way in the same line. So I got to run that up there. At least it's, you know, I don't have to finish it all. I just need to get it up here enough. Okay, and actually... yeah. Oh. Having a stone cutter in your bag doesn't work. Gotta take it out of your bag. Although there's a mod called. Actually, just brain farted on what the mod is called. What you got? Wheeled carts, crafting carts. It's really cool. Yeah, you can. Your crafting table has wheels. And you can hook up to it like a cart. It's pretty cool, huh? What we're gonna do with this is put stone in here. Oh. I realized I forgot something here. Take out my spacers. There's a little hole there, but I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, here's what we'll do. Easiest way to do this. Just gonna go inside. Use the fine snap points. Oh, I forgot to take out them things again. Take out my spacers. Then use the fine snap points. Now I gotta find the snap point again. Hey, it remembered for me. Very nice. I don't really need to use a big one there. Oh, why guy, eh? It's above the ground. I guess I do need a big one there. Or two of the small ones, which then it wouldn't overlap, but really, these ones, who cares? Let's restore my wall. Excuse me, sir. Okay. And this part is done. I guess I could have just used that for this section forward. But we kind of have to do the same thing, except we've got that. I don't really need that because I'm putting a big one there. Alright, that was a pillar, and there's actually one in the wall too. But it's gonna be fine, see. Is it doing anything? Yeah, no, not really. But yes, okay, any wood touching stone comes out green. So, stone makes wood green. Yes, I literally just said that. And I actually mean it too. I ain't bullshitting you. I'm telling you, stone makes wood green. Now, we're good to... Oh, I'm still out of stone, and I never did get any stone, but you see that I built further, didn't I? I built further than when I was originally out of stone, because I'm just that good. Uh-oh. Sad. I'm sad. Gotta go get stone. But we'll just extend this and we'll put small blocks above it for the stone, field stone looking foundation. We don't need to use all this stone for that little piece. We'll just put a little piece in there. Okay. Then we're going to put a big piece here and do the same thing with the field stone foundation. Why am I calling it a field stone foundation? Well, I know in the Northeast, I don't know about the rest of the country, and I also know about Minnesota. Oh, I thought I deleted it, but it was staying there. Use fields, the stones from the field. Do I need to worry about that? It's gonna look like shit. What were you actually doing anyway? I don't need you at all. Well, I'll probably find out later I did need that wall piece for something. Okay, I need a little piece for the wall there. Okay, I see. So, sorry. A sneeze was coming and then it didn't come. It was coming and then it said, screw you, I just want to torture you. Yeah. That's how sneezes are sometimes, man. They're not nice people. Well, they're not people at all, but you know what I'm saying. So here we are at this point. How do we get this to line up? Well, we're going to have to move this down. So we'll use one of these. And then we're moving this down. Oh, actually, no. We want to move the stone up. We're going to use one of those. Okay. Because the foundation's on both sides of the wall. And now we can replace them with this. And that's going to be foundation there. We're not going to worry about the floor in this case. Yes, we have to worry about the floor. We're going to have to put small pieces in there. Okay, but let's get back here. Didn't I grab more stone? Well, I guess we really are going to have to go get stone. That's a stair. That's a ladder. I don't care about the door there. I just don't want to have to try to chase a deer out. Hey, none of that. I like that sword. I'm gonna repair my hammer. So I'm standing right here by the workbench. We'll close the door anyway, because we'll CD or something. I don't know, we didn't have names for that shit when I was young. We call it anal retentive, actually. I guess we did have a name for it. Oh, I can portal stone. What the hell am I thinking? I ain't gotta run over there. I could go to the portal anyway first. And the stone. Oh, how'd you get in there? The stone is literally right on the other side of the portal. Maybe, 3 steps. Just give me 3 steps. Give me 3 steps, mister. And I won't be here no more. Okay. I don't know how much I need. I can bring back the extra. Well, more than 10. Well, 50 more. 100 more than 10 is fine. Because 10 stacks. 100 more than 10 stacks is fine. Because I carry 100 stone while I'm finishing this. And maybe a little bit of wood. And I have a box to put the stone in. It may be metal in there. But, okay, I stand corrected. I thought one of these boxes was empty. Well, you know what? It's just a box, and it only costs 10 wood. Just build another box. Big dummy. See? But now I got 24 wood on me, and I can move around. I'm all good, Just kind of what I wanted. I wanted some stone and some extra wood for, building pieces. Okay, so this is right until here. Because this is this house. And this house is a little higher. We need to go... We could go big one here, but we're going to go small. We could slap big one in here, but we're going to go small. And actually, I'm going to stagger it from that other level, just because I'm anal retentive. Gonna use a big piece there because of that. Alright, we're getting there. Let's fix the other side before we move on though. You got a little shelf there, see? It's fine. It's perfect. Turns out, it wasn't so bad that you did the walls like that and didn't listen to me. It looks okay, and you got a little shelf there. Stone shelf, even. Put all your knickknacks up there. All that jazz. My buzzer for my break went off, so I am going to take a break because I do have to go to the bathroom and get a coffee now. I will be right back. Oh, I didn't pause the character. That's probably not a good idea in Valheim. Alright. The old spine and the shoulder be hurting today. Oh, now I gotta get up again. I'll be right back. Plan B, I'm back. Yeah, I think the pain is what woke me up from that nap so suddenly, and not the fact that I was dreaming about clowns. I know a lot of people are afraid of clowns. What? Oh, I'm afraid of them. You gotta stand up against these evil, narcissistic clowns that are running our governments and our corporations. It's been hard to tell the distinction between a government and a corporation now. Somebody's gotta stand up, even if it's just bitching. Okay, where were we? Yeah, because my dream also included an Elon Musk re-excrete. It's just like a retweet, except it's an excrete that's been retweeted. I'm sorry. I'm okay now. But anyway, he re-excreted a guy who had tweeted about how our government was an idiocracy, and what he retweeted was the first, I don't know how long, the beginning of that movie, where there's a couple sitting there, obviously well-to-do couple sitting there, talking about how they don't want to have a kid, you know. They got their careers and all that. I need my stone cutter. Anyway, it's a classist dog whistle, basically. And then there's Cleon, who's, you know, bagging all these different girls. Okay. And so, what did Elon Musk say? Yeah, he says, yeah, I hear people talking like that all the time, and I guess he's referring to the rich people not having a kid who never did have a kid, and that's the whole premise of idiocracy, is that in the future there will be no smart people to like run the government. Okay, and well, first the distinction now is, yeah, are there smart people really running the government, first of all, right now? I mean, come on, be honest. And corporations, I mean, yeah, Elon's supposed to be super genius and all that, but what is that snapping to? What did it look like? It was inside my wall. I guess it ain't, huh? I'm gonna have to fix this little thing here, because that ain't cool. So, Mr. Ho, I need you. We're hoeing again. Very good, except that. And I don't want that. Yeah. Yeah. You just make a fool of me. So I'm gonna take this out further. Then we'll level it. Oh, why are you gonna be an ass? You're just hurting me. Oh, hey, that one actually worked, and it shouldn't have. Okay, I can fix this here a little bit, maybe. This is an art form, remember? I don't think I ever said that, but I'm saying it now. No, I can walk there, so I'm not going to touch it, because this whole holding the shift key and trying to get a slope is like, oh, come on. Just Just give us something that'll give us a slope. Because now I got this crap. It's real hard to make a slope in Valheim. As long as it ain't right next to my house where I'm running from a gaggle of grey dwarves and frickin' shaman, a brute giving me half damage every time he hits me. I need this to be a place I can walk right up without running. It's good enough. It's ugly, but it's good enough. When we put grass there, it'll be fine, right? Alright, nobody even noticed the little ugliness of it. Okay. Yeah, so Elon tweets, yeah, he heard people talking like this, and I guess he was talking about the rich people in that who are saying, well, I want a kid, and then the girl was bitching about the dude's sperm count, and, you know, if you've seen the movie, you've seen the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but it doesn't matter, it's just a stupid movie, okay, that some people seem to think is reality. Well, I think it's already a reality, yes, but Elon Musk actually saying something about it. He should shut the fuck up because he's fucking like rabbits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the man's fucking like a rabbit. Okay. Which is what Cleon, the poor people, that are Cleon and the 12 girls or whatever at the beginning of the movie there that he's banging. You know, he's married, but he's banging a bunch of girls. And yeah, apparently this is why we're going to end up with a bunch of idiots, because he's got an IQ of 84. It's a damn classist dog whistle. But they've won the class war, so what is Elon tweeting about it for? Is he insecure that they've won the class war? But they pretty much won the class war. Fucking class war, we lost it. And we didn't even pull out the guillotines. I need daylight to do this, because of this double wall thing. Yeah, so then I got idiocracy in my dream. Okay, but I said to Elon, I said exactly what I just said to you, actually. It's a race, it's not racist, it's a classist dog whistle. Okay? You know, us useless eaters are gonna take over everything. Donald Trump never was really that smart, okay? Because basically, first dude was the original excrete, you know, was about Donald Trump, because, you know, whoever, it doesn't matter who's president. I've been around a while, okay? It's always the same, okay? The fact of the matter is, the two-party system is a one-party system, and you're going to get the same shit, no matter what you do. You know, what they say? So, no matter who you vote for, you elect John McCain. Okay, a corporatist, warmongering fucking asshole. Okay, and then I also saw Trump had excreted about how the cattle ranchers shouldn't be upset that he's buying that Argentina beef, because they're only making money because he put tariffs on Brazil. Okay, and he's really digging into the cattle ranchers, and he used cattle ranchers intentionally because Hollywood has intentionally made cattle ranchers negative connotations. Okay, the cattle ranchers always trying to go against the farmer, and the cattle ranchers always trying to go against the sheep herders. Okay, it's in Hollywood movies. Okay, all the time. Okay, so he's doing another dog whistle. Okay, but actually what you're talking about, the farmers who survived the Holocaust, the farm Holocaust of fucking 1970s, when we lost our farm, were the farmers that were more diversified, had sheep, had crops, and all that, so that when their fucking government went and sanctioned soybeans, while they had wheat to fall back on, they had their sheep, they had cattle, whatever. And Big Three Ag have taken over meat production. It's a fucking fact. And the farmers are getting paid jack shit. The dairy is getting paid jack shit, and he mentioned cattle ranchers with dairy. Okay, well, the people actually milking the fucking cows ain't getting shit. The big fucking monopoly, they're definitely colluding on prices that the government isn't enforcing monopoly laws against. They're the ones getting the money. Okay, so him even fucking saying anything about it really fucking pisses me off. Because I'm a farm boy, you know. Anyway. All that shit was in my dream. All the excretions that I read this morning. I should stay away from fucking X. Yeah. For anybody new, we're calling, well, they're not tweets, are they? Because it's not Twitter anymore, so we're calling them excretes. And here's why. I'll explain why I think it's fitting. Because it took me a minute. It took me a minute to realize that is wrong. That is wrong, tool. Yeah, I gotta run my, stones over here. And we're just gonna need this, I think. Maybe a couple little ones, but the ground seems to be going up behind me. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I gotta take out the floor. You know what? We're just gonna put big ones in, because 4 of these equals 16, and 1 of these equals 6. So, we would just put big ones in there, go into the ground. I think we're gonna have to move the floor, though. Yeah, I just don't want the wood coming through. The stone, we're trying to make it look cool. Yeah, it took me a while to realize that what's happened since Elon Musk bought X that pisses me off, and it's not the inconsistent. Oh, well, that's gonna be fine. It really wasn't the floor, was it? It was actually that wall, but we'll see when I put the floor back in. It's the commercialization of the excretes. Okay, people are excreting. Oh, do you know what this is? Yeah, you dumbass, that's a potato peeler. Okay, seriously, pictures of a potato peeler. Or I saw a shifter, a flour shifter. Okay. And it always seems to be kitchen implements for some reason. Yeah, they kind of changed, but I mean, okay, whatever. That's and the reason why you're seeing so many of them. And at first, I was engaging. I was like, yeah, that's a flour shifter, because I thought they actually gave a shit, but they don't give a fuck because they're getting paid for engagement. Well, I looked at the tweet. Even if I don't retweet, they're getting some money because they're monetized. Oh. Well, I guess that's kind of like YouTube. I mean, don't they get some money from just viewing a video on YouTube? I don't know. I'm not monetized on YouTube, but views, views. Well, they have the same thing on X. I'm sure they can count the views, right? You would think so. It would be an essential thing for a company that's trying to make money off of selling advertising for views, right? You say, this many excretes are viewed. I don't know. Why can't I get that piece of wood? You're just gonna be a pain in my ass, aren't you? Alright. I guess I was gonna get that piece of wood no matter what. When I take out the inside and put the other in. Right. Let's just put in a small piece here. That will hold it'll hold the line. I forget what the hell I was saying. Oh, yeah, didn't realize at first when those kind of excretes started appearing that, well, it was all about making money. It wasn't like some guys like Because it always says some shit like this. I found this in my basement. What is this? You know? And I thought they were being real, but it turns out they weren't being real. I done fucked up. Well, you get out of there. Are you two together? I guess something's off on you. Well, that looks like the right distance. Let's put the outside on. What I realized is I just like ignore those excretes now. But it's kind of shitty, in my opinion. So I like the name excrete for their tweets. X-tweets. I mean, you could call them X-tweets too because they're no longer tweets, right? They're X-tweets. But I like excrete better because they're fucking excretions of a rich narcissist asshole who likes to do classist dog whistles. Yeah, well, we know what side of the bread his shit's buttered on. Besides, maybe he's Cleon because he is fucking like rabbits. But I said, yeah, I pointed out it was a classist dog whistle, and why is Elon gotta do that? I see why it didn't come this far. It should be okay. Because it doesn't supposed to go that far. Alright. Let's just rebuild this. Because the wall turns before then. Give me the top one, please. Alright. And then I said, fact of the matter is, you know, Cleon there, you know, women are obviously attracted to him. And a guy like Elon probably didn't have women attracted to him after post-adolescence, or he would have been fucking like a rabbit and, you know, not reading everything that he was reading and, you know, paying attention in school and all that because he would have been paying attention to women, okay? Because he's a man. I'm sorry. It's the human condition. It is. It's a fact. I hate to break it to you, but men like women. They like all women. They ain't really like, yeah, I only like blondes. Whatever. Okay, whatever. You would bang a brunette in a heartbeat. Shut up. Nobody wants to hear it. You know, anybody who is a human being doesn't want to hear your bullshit. Okay? A human male. Because we know, as human males, we know exactly how men are. Because we are men. Okay? So, you know, Elon would have been doing that. Elon would have, it's a little not the same as the other side, but I guess could probably mark it down to the fact that I didn't build the wall on these blocks. You know, I'm not going to sweat it. That I built the blocks later. Huh. Is that sticking out over there? Because it sure felt like it was sticking out over there. Oh, it's good. Which I'm sure hurt Elon's fifis. No, I'm not fucking like a... Yeah, you ran out of names. You named one of your kids X. Dude. Come on. And, you know, the only reason... And I told him, and the only reason he's able to fuck like rabbits now, because he was obviously not attractive to women post-adolescence, or he would have been spending his time socializing and making babies, or whatever you want. Maybe birth control would have been involved, but really, can you force a woman to take birth control, Elon? You came from a rich family. Mm-hmm. You'd have had kids early. If you'd have been banging women, you'd have had kids early. Come on now. Because it's not really your choice 9 times out of 10. And women like to pretend it's your choice, but it's not. Okay? If you tell you, yeah, I'm on birth control. Not be on birth control. And Elon does come from a rich family. He came from a rich family. He didn't make himself rich. Okay. He created PayPal with his parents' money with, 5 other guys. Whatever it was. The PayPal Mafia. Now Peter Thiel's trying to get you to get a digital ID. Yeah, fun. Peter Thiel, who's still at PayPal, okay, who discriminates against sex workers, most definitely, because I've done websites for sex workers. And if they find out you're a sex worker, they just steal your money. That's what they do. They steal your money because they think they can. First of all, you're goy. You're goy to them. They don't care about you. Okay? They don't care that you're a sex worker. They just know that they can steal from you. Okay? That's what it's about. It's not about you being a sex worker. They know they can steal from you. And we can put the big one here. Hey, what's going on? Yeah. Is that sticking out over there? No, we're good. Alright. Well, I don't want the big one here because I don't want to stick out that way, but put 2 small ones because I don't care about that direction because it won't stick out. Read the Talmud. That's their little thing. Dude, it says they can, if you're all goy are the enemy. If you are goy, you're the enemy. And they can rape your children. And they can kill you. They're not allowed to rape children less than 7 years old, according to the Talmud. Okay, but yeah, other than that, it's good to go. Yep, you're supposed to rape the children. Okay, and this is one of their religious texts, so don't blame me for what it says. It's not my fault. You can look it up. You have Google. That's what it says. I didn't write it. I think what we'll do here is we'll put a big block like this. And that's where PayPal gets it from, not from fracking, oh, we hate sex workers. Well, obviously they do hate sex workers, but they don't hate, they're all goy to them. Yes, they hate them. They're their enemy. Okay, but these particular people, they can steal from, and there will be no repercussions because, yeah, I guess with the whole OnlyFans explosion, there's more people who are more accepting of it socially. Most of these sex workers aren't having sex with anybody, okay? Just kind of seems like a contradiction. But they're online femdoms, they're online financial doms, which is something women are naturally predicated to because they're always looking for a provider because they're wired that way, just like guys are wired to fuck anything that moves. Yeah, it's just the way it is. Let's pretend we're humans for a minute. That's the human condition. In any case, they can get away with it. They're gonna do it. Why aren't you snapping where? What am I looking at here? That's the right corner, baby. Does not want to snap to that brick. Oh. Hey, it's like the old days when we had to worry about the angle. I think it went where I wanted. Are you in there, buddy? I see you. Alright. Sorry, you got me all excited, all you guys. All your comments. No, I don't think anybody commented, but all that shit stuffed into a weird ass dream about clouds. Uh-oh. Guess this bed's gonna have to move. Also, Yeah, only 2 beds up here. We got fire here? No fire here. Why not? We got a... Oh. Yeah, I didn't have fire here when I had the little campfire, but now got it here. But then I'm not going to be able to do this double divider thing, which I thought was kind of cool. But you know what I could do? I could shift everything. Yeah, I was like, because I'm going to actually buy one because I'm moving my bed into the... Actually kind of expensive, which... I'm moving my bed into my living room, right? And all my computer L-shaped desks into my bedroom. That leaves no room for my bed, so... Gotta move my bed somewhere, and really I don't have any living room furniture. It's not like I'm sitting down watching TV or anything. I just don't. Which corner was that? Alright. Yeah. I guess I could use the big one there. Doesn't matter. Alright. Now we're back over here, but I think I want to start down there. Come back up. From this point. We got this building done except for the wall on the inside here. With our field stone walls. Just something I grew up with. That I think is really cool. Yeah, we would... Okay, so Mother Earth has this weird thing going on. Yep, Mother Earth does a lot of weird things. But you know, every spring we go out in the field and we pick up the rocks and we take them to the side of the field and well, we built little, depends on where it is, okay, but by our farmhouse we built a little stone wall with them, just stack them up and it's not mortared or anything, it's just you stack it up and try to make into a little wall because otherwise you just have big ass piles there and okay, and you think, well, you cleaned that field out last year, but why are there rocks in it? Did somebody come throw rocks in there? No, Mother Earth has this weird thing going on where, I guess during the winter, the cold or something, maybe the soil freezes before the rock, and the rock is hotter and goes upwards, but during the winter they come out of the soil and they go upwards, and you don't want them hitting your plows and your discs and all that. So every spring you clean out the field and you end up with that, and then people said, well, you know what, we can build foundations out of this, so they started doing that, foundations for their houses, and they, you know, built their houses on those little field stone walls around the base of their houses, lined their basements with it, built basements depending on where they were, which works real good in the northeast and, you know, north central America. Alright, I think we're pretty much done. I like the look of it. Anyway, just a little history lesson is over on that, and that's all I know about it. At least that's what I was told about it. Gotta put this door back in. I don't like that. You're not going to turn left right away, but you might turn right away. And see, you might go, oh, I got chests here or something. The bed's going to be here. You're not going to, well, I guess if you came in and we're going to bed, but 9 times out of 10 you could come in and throw your axe in your little chest and your little dresser that you built here or whatever you did. We're going to build a dresser. Anyway, it's done. I gotta fix these beds. So this stuff is all independent of the foundation, so we can just take it out. Independent of the structure is kind of what I meant. It's not an integral part of it. It's something I put in after the building was built. Yeah, I hate having dreams about clowns, though. That's all I was trying to say. But the clowns in government isn't a new thing. And every 4 years, everybody pretends like, yeah, it's a new thing. It's the same shit for the last 40 years of my life. Since I was 20 and could pay attention, started to pay attention, kinda. I mean, you really can't pay attention just reading the Army fucking Times, because it's a little slanted, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm gonna have to eyeball mark one this, because what I could do. What I could do is this, and just separate there, and then a whole thing over. There's a little more space over here, but he's gonna sleep against the wall and be poisoned by the shaman because nobody got around to putting a damn fence up, right? That's right. How did I do this? I did a big one and then a little one. And I double walled it too, huh? Yeah, this will work. Here comes the shaman. It's obviously a shaman spawning in the woods here. What the frick? That's 26 there. Oh, it's my fault. 26 degrees, that 45, the other one was 45. What a little divider, but you have to come out of your little cubby, you can talk to your daddy. Yeah, here's a pair of socks, buddy. Oh wait, we're Vikings, we don't wear socks. Uh-oh, except I left the wall out. Oops. One of them contractors fucking half finished it. There we go. You put it to the wall, then you pull it back a little bit. It's as close to the wall as you're gonna get. It's kind of like built in. I might just leave it like that. Like this world, I don't have any guests. But if there are guests coming to this world, this is where they can come and get a bed. The fact of the matter is, if you don't have a bed, you die. That's where you're going to respawn anyway, so, okay. I should build a guest house in my base, but I ain't got room for it. All my space is taken up for my own narcissistic stuff. We're gonna do the outside of that over there in the morning. I think if we put it against the wall here, it might reach. So that's how you do that. Replace with one of those types of double walls with some stone. It wasn't perfect, but replacing the other ones worked better. Like this two sections that I used the 1 meter gap pieces. Oh, why don't I got a chair in here? Do I have any pine wood? Yeah, see? Guess table's gonna be going over here. I'll have to move the chair. Yeah. This thing doesn't really care, but your ass goes, but your legs go where the little dots are, and your ass is a long line. Sit down and have breakfast, baby. It's a handsome kitchen, if I must say so myself. I mean, it's a little crowded, but what are you going to do? Those 2 barrels are going to go over there for other food stuff. I don't know. I like to put my cooked stuff in the barrels, and I know we're going to have 5 cooked things. Yeah, you probably going to end up with more than 3 because, you know, when you switch to a different food group, a different biomes group of foods. Technically, the meadows biome is, you know, cooked deer, cooked boar, cooked neck, mushrooms, red mushrooms, and raspberries. And then you get carrots from the Black Forest. So the Black Forest biome is cooked deer stew, cooked minced meat sauce, and cooked carrot soup. And blueberries, and, well, you can't just eat thistle. Thistle is an ingredient. And now there's bear meat. Why don't we have some kind of bear meat recipe? That's what I'm wondering. I mean, I don't have one. I should have a bear meat recipe. I got a serpent stew recipe. Why don't I have a troll meat and troll meat recipe? You're saying they ain't got no meat? Is it that foul? Well, I'm wearing their damn skins. Yeah. I guess the way I process the skins, it takes the foul smell of the... I'm not eating the skins. And then when you get into the swamp, you can get sausages because you need the entrails for that. And then you got sausages, the black soup, which are the blood bags, and turnip stew. If you can find the turnips are actually very rare to find the seeds. So don't run past them because your bag was full. Because then you'll spend an hour and a half looking for some damn turnip seeds. If you see them, drop something. Grab the turnips. The raspberries. I don't know, I'm real bad at these kind of words. I don't know if, like, regional affectations, because I never heard a P in that word ever in my life till I was an adult playing this game. Alright, this wall needs fixed. Well, it ain't gonna work out. I saw that coming. So anyway, like I said, you're going to have overlap. Don't cook a bunch of boar meat because you're going to regret it. Because you'll never eat it again. Cooked boar isn't used in any of the recipes, and you'll be like, why do I have all this cooked boar? Oh yeah, tried to get ahead. Halfway up the wall. I'm not real good at that. I'm good at leading the target. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I think I pretty much got it though, huh? Oh, I could have looked right there. I got that. Huh. Well, I was looking at the top and the bottom. Like it was the snake board. Ah, the snake board. The bane of every gunner's existence. So what's a snake board, Casca? Well, if you lose electric and a vehicle, at least on the Bradley, okay, you got a turret. I don't know if they have this in the M1 or not. I don't know. You can turn your turret, because the M1 turret's a lot bigger than the Bradley turret. You can turn your turret with 2 handles. and your gun. Okay. Turn your turret and elevate your gun up and down. Okay, because they work together. The gun doesn't move side side. The turret moves side side. Okay. The gun elevates and de-elevates. Goes up and it goes down. Up, down, side, side. Up, down, side, side. Okay? And you got one for each hand. Okay, you got the elevation. You got the side, side. The snake board is to train your muscle memory to not totally fuck it up if you're in combat. That's probably why you need to use your gun. That's probably why you don't have power to the turret, right? Or the gun elevation. So you gotta learn to do it with the snake board. And the snake board is just 2 lines in a snaky pattern, and you gotta navigate the snake board in the sight without going outside the lines. And it's just a way to give you a muscle memory to, remember how to do it. Okay, this wall gotta go. All right. So it's just a way to train. It's not fun. Unless you can, pat your head and rub your belly at the same time. Which I can do, by the way. So, remember that when we were kids? Well, when I was a kid. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I got this gap, so I'm just going to use the big ones. This is the crafting area. I don't need that fancy looking stuff. What? Somebody should have brought some more stone with them. What? I got a lot of wood from that wall. Oh. Still got... Oh, that's why. I got copper on me. Why do I have 2 copper on me? I mean, 2 lights worth of copper. 2 lights worth of copper, I say. I can see the line now. I fixed it. We don't need the fancy stuff here, that's what I'm saying. So we're good to go at that point. Just need to fix the wall. So that is a load-bearing wall. And nothing fell down, so we're good. I want a door on this side. I don't really want a door on this side because minimal doors in the crafting area is better to me because you got to put all your damn upgrades down. I jump like that to try to get the wood into the auto pickup thing. Hey. Don't block the portal. What is wrong with you? Don't block the storage either. Oh, damn. Damn stone cutter never listens to me. Uh-huh. Landscapes, huh? Alright, this is where we are. Oh, we only got this little piece of it. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna use big ones again. Oops. Yeah. This looks funky. Looks funky. Huh. This looks funky here. Oh well, because that damn thing is screwy, but it's fine. I can live with it. I'm not going to be out here inspecting the wall. Or even looking at it twice. I do like these bigger pieces wherever possible. It's not just aesthetic. It is I'll say stability. Okay, the building stability relies upon the number of pieces from the ground. This is the ground now. Okay. So the building stability relies on that. The more big, that means use more big pieces if you can. Okay. Because a big piece is the same number. One big piece is the same number as one small piece. The number is 1. Okay? Except, you have to use more small pieces to get the same distance from the ground. That was 3 from the ground, and now it's 2 from the ground. See what I did? See what I did? Yeah. I know. Silly, huh? I didn't make the building system. Don't criticize me about that. I think we're done with the wall, though, except for the inside of that wall. Yeah. Just go in there and get rid of that damn stone cutter. It's in my way. I just jumped up here 3 times, and now I can't fucking get in there. Put your hammer away, son. See, that's what it was. You'll be fine there. You'll be fine there until I have to move you in a minute. Right, I want to stow this shell through here. I don't need to put anything back here. I suppose I could put a big piece in here. Ain't gonna make no difference. Makes no difference. I mean, I can't put a big wall piece in here because... Oh, actually I can, can't I? I thought that was that. I thought that was that. Voila. Well, all done. Now I suppose we could replace stone down this side of the wall because this is built for it. Alright, fine. Talk me into it. Because this building was constructed separately from the other building. Oh, that don't work. I mean, it wasn't what I was looking for, but it worked, so we will let it go. Where's my stone? Oh, it's right there. I just need a little one and a little one. Now, I knew these things would end up in my way. A lot of shit in here from just being out of here building. So junk in here. I gotta go pick raspberries. That ain't good. Found a place. Temporarily. Now I'll be short on the copper, and I'll say, where the hell did that copper go? All that just to get a stupid wall. If the door frame is like not where the door is, right? I mean, it has a frame on this side. So. Oh, I was not done. There's ugly spots in my wall. Oh, I was done with the stone. Also, there's some floor missing here. I noticed this when I went there. I'm gonna pretend like my husband is a diva because I'm playing a girl character and he wants stone around the fire to, you know, outshine the Joneses or whatever, the Smiths live down the road there. Can't afford a pickaxe, so he's got to show him up. Why does it feel like it should be up higher? Yeah, I guess it's okay. We'll do an inspection in the morning. Get the owner to sign off on it, get paid. Oh, the owner's gonna stiff us. Contracting sucks that way. Yeah, it's the same level. Maybe a wall piece back in there across the stone, but you know what? I D G A F. Because who's going to move that storage anyway? Nobody. Nobody's going to move it to dust under there. It's going to be dust bunnies under there for days in 10 years. The dust bunnies will be breeding like Elon Musk, creating an idiocracy, or a technocracy, I guess, but I kind of feel like he's kind of an idiot, but whatever. It is what it is. Fieldstone foundation complete. Found a place for you where you're not in the way, right over here. Put you by the stairs. You might want to put something in the corner. Let's go eat. Like a civilized woman at my forge. Looks like I need to cook. I need to go deer hunting. I'm gonna keep role playing down in here. Yeah, that floor's okay. It looks alright. And you don't have to worry about the fire hazard at all. Should be good to go. With the lip of the hearth and the extra spacing with the Bricks in the floor. Also, it might be pretty to some people. Me, it's functional. What's the functional thing about putting the bricks on the floor here? I mean, on the wall? Well, Jogger, destroy this. This is about at axe height or sword height. Okay, he's also going to destroy the other side first, and then destroy this. But he's never going to hit this brick, even if he can hit the brick, because he's on a slope or something like that. It's going to take him forever to get into your house. He'll be able to hit this. Actually, you'll probably be able to hit that. But actually, the Draugr and most of the mobs are taller than the player character. It's the hammer. It's the hammer, I'm telling you. You're going downstairs. I don't think I need any more lighting up here or anything. Uh-oh. Yeah, I need to do this. This is where the other one came from. What the? You dirty rat. Let's see if my stairs are working. Alright. Test complete. Yeah, that's the way I want the door to open. Oh, by the way. Huh. See? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Huh. The forge will actually act as a fire, but you're going to have to be actively using it. See, the fire is coming up by the mini-map. Oh, and that's not because I have the fire in my hand. Oh, okay, that doesn't get used by the forge. What else gets made by the forge? Oh, this doesn't actually have a fire. The torch has a fire, this doesn't have a fire. See, but the fire thing is there from the forge. Forge gives off the fire thing. Actually, I can put this one higher. I may want to spread the light further, right? Oh, that one's down lower. I may want symmetry. We just put it at the top of this, right? Ish. Yeah. I think we're done. I want to block the Stargate. I'm going to end up moving this damn thing if I come and upgrade this whole thing. I'll just put it here behind the bellows. What bellows? We don't have a bellows. Yeah, we don't have a bellows. Someday they might have a bellows. They have to do this. We were not quite done with the stone. My chest is in my way. Alright, let's make a chest for metal. Chest for arrow stuff. Oh, I already took them down. I must have them in my pocket. Yeah. Do a barrel here. For nails. Just gonna throw a couple chests here. Fuck it, put them in the road. Stone and wood. I think I overdid it on the wood. Gotta get some food. Huh. Crack. You really gotta push it that way, don't you? Huh. Close enough for rock and roll. Alright. What else do I got? Extra, I need a box for shit to take home. Wood box, please. Oh, I had a bunch of wood on me. You always want a box by your portal anyway. For metals, if you're in a hurry to like escape, you throw it right in the box. Get the track out of Dodge, you know what I'm saying? Alright. And the barrel is the overflow food barrel. Alright, that one looks like it's out a little much, but then it just looks lived in. Know what I'm saying? You don't want it perfect. Nobody lives in a perfect house, I don't care. Anybody says, nobody lives in a perfect house. Maybe you only got 10 flint for me. That's just rude. Well, I gotta go hunting anyway. Give me that too. Probably have to cut down a birch tree too. Well, put the Etsy there. Oh, shit. What did I do? This is the damn forge. I know you guys are yelling at me. Like, yeah, man, that's the wrong one. Close enough. Hello, brain. Wake up, brain. Put my ad seed there. You know what? We just shove that tanner rack in here. It'll look fine. Okay, it won't. I need to move this a little bit. Did I put anything in there yet? Nope. Oh, I can't put it down yet. Well, gonna have to guesstimate. These things are made to be moved. You pick it up, you put it where you need it. Put the hide on it, then you put it over there out of the way to dry. Could even put it on a shelf. Maybe I'll do that. Let's put it on a shelf. Let's make a shelf. Above my wood storage. It'll be fine, he said. We will support this shelf with some beams. Oh. We'll just put our hides in here for now. And other stuff. This is specifically for that kind of stuff and chain. This kind of stuff. And we get some fine wood. Go with the core wood. Gonna go hunting. Level 2 workbench. I actually have some metals to upgrade this a little more. Soon I will be using level 3 stuff. I'm gonna take a break, get a coffee. We have to go hunting. Ooh, that is cold. Oh, stupid. Be right back was already on. Like a dummy, I didn't turn it off. Sorry, guys. Alright, well, I'll be right back. How you doing, Space Pierce? Well, the new Be Right Back is better than the old Be Right Back because it was just the spear and the shield and the whole screen, right? Grok made that for me. That's X's AI. From XAI. Because X, that's why. Anyway, so if I forget, I know that I mostly do my building on the right side of my character, although I'm sure it got in the way, so I apologize. I trained for over a decade to make my right hand my dominant hand. Both my parents are left-handed. It pretty much is my dominant hand, except that they say that you masturbate with your dominant hand, and I can't attest to that fact. I'm sorry, I just cannot attest to that. But I use the mouse on my right hand and all that. And fire a gun and use my bow with my right hand. I'm right-handed. For all practical purposes, except that my left hand is, very strong and can do a lot of things that, other people's left hands who are right-handed can't do. Apparently. So I'm told. I don't know. I can't attest to that. Alright, back to it. We've got a list. Let's look at our list and see where we are. Stonewall, lower level. Cooking station. Raised ground, lower level. I fixed that, yeah. Because I couldn't get through there, overburdened. Finished fieldstone foundations. Storage, lights, hearth, cauldron. Well, I'm not going to put storage down here right now. Back door, fence wall, crafting area, pretty much done. I do want to get some flint while we're out hunting. And as far as back door, well, don't really need the back door. There is a back door in the upper level, and I don't really want one down here. Okay. If motor shows up, she can put her head right through this wall anyway, right? And I got regular old arrows. I got some wooden arrows. All right. Let's find a deer and a boar. Just need a little more food, and we'll get through this. I could just go through the portal and get some out of my stores, but I gotta go get some flint anyway. I guess I could get that out of my stores too, but just a little break in the monotony. I've been building all day. I'm tired. I hear you, dear. You're over there. And there's this guy. Shh, be very, very quiet. There be deer here. Huh. There. There's a shipwreck out here. I really gotta start carrying that wishbone with me. Could have got some treasure too. Come on over here. I gotta get some more resin to fill up my little light things. I need raspberries too. Probably be bored by any raspberries, but I don't know where there are any raspberries at, except I do know there's some kind of clearing over here. And the raspberries like to be on the edge of clearings. Whether that's a fact or not, I don't know. I haven't done no scientific study. That's what my old brain tells me. Aha! Raspberries. Look at the mini-map. I would say I'm on the edge of a clearing. See? It's weird how these things work when my brain doesn't really do specific facts very well. As far as memorizing facts, I just process information and crunch it down to its... Look at this. These guys were just waiting for me. Oh, one of them anyway. That was horrible. No, I've already gotten that. It's marked with an X. It's probably hard for you to see in the video, but there's a red X on that. Well, there's some raspberries to my right. I'd like to get a little more deer. A little more boar meat. But I'm gonna have to look at the map here and see where the nearest river is. Creek. And nothing real close. There's a creek over here, but let's go to this shore, I guess. Oh, it's nighttime. I'm scared. Get out the old black metal shield. Nobody, I'll be impenetrable. Nobody shall penetrate me, my defenses or my cabinets, and they will not make me eat bugs. Oh, there's a neck. I heard a boar. That deer got damn lucky. He's lucky. He hesitated, but if he'd have hesitated a minute longer, he'd be dead. Where'd that other neck go? Oh, little lizard. I heard a boar. Oh, maybe it was a neck. I heard the boar squeak. And I guess another neck. Yeah, I know. Was a boar. No, two necks. Oh wait, no. Okay, it was necks. Necks don't always drop stuff, by the way. This is boar plains. There's definitely boar on this plains. I would sit down and have a fire because there's a skeleton out here murdering necks. I don't really want to die by a skeleton because I haven't eaten, because I'm role playing. However, I do have a black metal shield. Oops, that was my coffee cup clicking my mouse. You gotta get a coffee cup like I got. Says something about woo woo. Froster to the rescue. Oh, this one's marked off to kill the grayling. Okay, I can't get through there. And a gray dwarf. Huh. Saved me from the gray dwarf. That a nice skeleton guy. I'm sure we'd be great friends. Ah, we got two creeks. We probably have our... I'm gonna eat raspberries. And mushrooms. I can't cook anything up, so, because it's raining. Well, I'm not seeing a lot of flint. Hey, you. What's up? Is that the light? Yes, light. Aha. I need 5. Aha. I don't know why I'm worried about the water. I'm fracking wet already, right? Just have it, I guess. There we go. We got our flint. We'll head back looking for boar on the way. We'll use the boar collar. Boar collar will chase away the deer though. Oh, what's the boar collar? The spear. When I throw the spear like that, if the boar is close by, he will come at me. He will not come where the spear got thrown. He will come at me. That's odd, huh? Because you'd think he'd be reacting to the sound of the spear hitting the ground. But that is not the case. It must be the sound of your muscle throwing the spear. Somebody got to invent artificial muscle. That's, the hell was that sound? Sound like something moving through the grass. Wasn't that guy? I mean, there was me moving through the grass, but artificial muscle that, you know, reacts to electricity, which is kind of how our muscle reacts too. Found a boar. Oh, he didn't find me though. He's already been startled. But he's probably running around in a circle somewhere. So he didn't know where I was. Because there's a range thing on it. There he is. What we got on that? 4. I just want one more. Get a table. And there's this asshole, me not having eaten. To the moon, Alice. Skeleton out here. Grey dwarfs too. Two skeletons. That was rude. And a shaman. So, how does a shaman poison a skeleton? Poisons him to his bones, I guess. Where did I kill that damn skeleton at? There was some chortle passed behind him. I don't see it though. And there's that guy. Boom. It's over here, pretty sure. Yeah, leave the deer alone. He didn't do nothing to you. There he is. Your sacrifice is appreciated. Well, there should be 4th level on this house. It ain't happening today. Alright, we get some hides. Get out of the junk. Junk for up there. Junk for down here. Junk for the trunk. Oop, wrong trunk. Trophies. Box upstairs to that. Oh, we got a lot of deer meat. It's double resources right now, so. Alright, so what you want to do is we're going to take 6 of this. We're just going to cook up 6 of each. Screwed it up. I had some boar meat in there. Didn't realize it. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I can do it in one. Just do 5 of each. I'm going to be done by then. I know I am. Alright. Damn it. Yeah, I thought I screwed it up. That's why I said damn it. Because I didn't. I took out the whole highlight. Which took out the color equals white in the back there. For those who didn't see, if you go like this, You put color equals white in here. As soon as you put the closing bracket, which is the greater than sign, disappears, then you can put in don't eat these things. Okay, so I guess if you wanted to like say, hey, bad stuff, but red looks terrible on this, so I use yellow for caution. If I do it at all. Because the black looks fine in most cases. I was just demonstrating this because this is like a demonstration of hoes before bows, baby. Building, baby. We gotta get rid of that bed. Am I ready to do that? How much fine wood did I get? I didn't even look. I think I need 6 for both the chair and the bed. Put that spear away, crazy girl. Oh yeah, we got 21. Alright. Flint. And both of you. And wood. Alright, give me everything. Everything. Probably 3. I didn't really plan on the Etsy, but we're gonna make one. Actually, why did I bring all this metal? I did have a plan for something. Did this. Oh, I was gonna build a hanging fire, but I'm not gonna build one now. Okay, so that was 5 bronze, so I can use that bronze. So, just so you know, the hanging fire, which is under furniture for, I don't know why the other fires are under miscellaneous and not furniture. Okay, but that aside, this thing, I would have had to put like a cordwood beam across, and I had planned on that. So you do something like this. Then you find a spot in the middle here. Then you grab the other one. Snap it to something. Go be an asshole. Well, you can be an asshole. Okay. And that may work. That may be strong enough. I'll find out, I guess. Need coal and chain. Oh, I was going to demonstrate how to get coal, so let's do that. Yeah, I hope it's not raining. It's not raining. Oh, well, shit. We got a fire right over here, man. It's got a cooking station on it, but I think we can make it work. No, we can't make it work. We'll see. Because fire hazard is on. You can build these. Put one over the fire, like that. And you'll see what fire hazard does. Makes coal. I gotta go cook. And we got 50 coal now. So anyway, this thing. What else was I missing? No, I didn't grab the bronze. Thought I did. Oh, I only grabbed 3. Okay. I'm not gonna put this up because I thought I'll use that. Because we still have to build a chimney. So I hadn't demonstrated a chimney. If I don't demonstrate a chimney in this, then we're going to do that. I mean, then, well, it won't be a complete little 2-episode tutorial. Okay. We are going to put that Etsy up, though. But I'm going to cook food first. So that I can feed my face. So I was going to put that up and something else. I don't remember what now. That's right. We eat like civilized people at our desks. That's funny to me. Sitting allows your health to go up faster. Remember, if you go in here, you can see the active effects and all that stuff. You know, you get your resting bonus quicker if you sit down. The resting status will help your thing go up. You can sit on the floor, you can sit on a rug, because, you know, if you have a rug, then you got more comfort. Wipe your feet before you come into my dirty crafting area. No, my crafting area is clean. Okay. Guess I put it back. I don't need more than one table and chair. I think it's a handsome little kitchen. Probably the smallest damn kitchen I ever made. But fully functional, except for spice rack. But we don't have turnips at this level of the game. Well, technically, if I got bronze, I should have been looking for turnips on the edge of the swamp. Alright, what else we got to do here? I am going to put some rugs around. That'll cover both beds. Just to have a more ambient comfort in the whole house. Because I got a shit ton of deer hides. Okay, it's not quite a shit ton, but it's a fuck ton, at least. Then of course you're going to be standing at the forge, and you're standing at the workbench, you know. Got a little cushion for the toes, man. You gotta have it. I guess I could have left that. Alright. What do I need for that? Just two, huh? They gave me some wood. I didn't want to sit on the rug. I didn't want to sit on the rug. It's not carpet, right? And I needed coal for something. Oh, to put that thing up. Well, just pretend I put that thing up there. Alright, I forgot to put it up after I got the coal. Anyway, that's what you would do. You just hang it there and not have that. But I had those laying around, so figured I'd use it. And over here we're going to build a fireplace for the common area. So that's the width of a fireplace right there, but I kind of want the fireplace centered, so and we're going to have the fireplace out of the building a little bit. It's not really centered, but it's close enough. Okay. So what you need is 1.5 by 4. No, 3 meters by 4 meters. Excuse me. Oh, right. So you can figure that by going like this. I'm going to get a little more stone because we're going to need it, and my stone cutter. Where's my stone cutter? It does not go all the way up there. Huh. Oh yeah, well, I'm going to be out there building this chimney, so. Almost though. Good stone cutter. You thought your work was done. Okay, so a meter. See, these are a meter, so you need 4 meters. And you need out 3 meters for the hearth. Okay, so hold on a sec. I'm gonna get my, yeah, it looked like it was a little higher there. Doesn't matter. Okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to take our heavy build pieces. Take one of these, a snapper here, and our hearts is going to sit on that. So, you know, it's only 3 meters going out, and I forgot to grab a stone. I got the stone cutter though. It's halfway there. The hell all am I carrying? All my hides. Still got that bronze. You can go in there. Buteberries and dandies can go up here. Oh, never put them in there. Flint can go in front of the crafting station. Alright, now we're ready to build. So, we're working on where we're going to set the hearth so that soil sticking through there, it don't bother me one little bit. Now here and here is going to be the outline for the chimney. So, to reiterate, hearth, fits right there. Chimney goes around hearth. You can recess hearth into chimney if you want. It is liable to show through in the back though, but you can do it if you want. I'm showing you my design. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do here is two little things here. Why? Because we're going to put a pillar into the ground there. So that's 3 meters high. Why? We'll get to that. These walls that are extending over here, we don't want them extending into our chimney, so we will fix this. They will end at the chimney blocks. Also, we have this problem. We need to fix this. The wall isn't going far enough to the chimney. Okay. Why is there a gap there? Well, we'll fix the gap later. Yeah, see, it's off. This damn double damned. Go on there, right? Yeah. See, double wall. Go ahead. That'll want to work there, right? Won't it? Yeah. Alright. Now that's fixed. So this level will go. Actually, I like to start on the corner so you can see. I like to do the staggered thing. Something's screwy with this. That's what the problem is. You're screwy, dude. How'd you get screwed? I must have put that one down wrong. There. What's your major malfunction, numbnuts? My heavy swing missed. I don't know why. Looked like I should have hit him. Yeah. Well, that piece is in the right place, so let's use that. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. We don't need to put the hearth in yet. And probably better not to have a fire underneath you when you're building. However, the hearth doesn't start with fire, unlike the campfire. It starts with a fire. You have to put wood in it to get the fire going in the hearth, so we could put the hearth in. It's not a problem. We don't have to wait for the wood to burn out in the hearth. But I'm not going to put it into the end. Alright. So, that's, well, technically that's 2 layers, but I call it 1 layer. At the 3rd level, we want to route our smoke. Also, we have a wall problem. Okay? But this should be lined up with this. That's what we want. Okay, and we're actually going to top this up here, but not with this. There will be there will be topping with these. Okay, but we have to get rid of these. These are all in the chimney. Okay, and we will put them in later. You just want to make sure that this edge facing me is lined up with the bottom edge of this. So if you look sideways, you'll see that this is so. Okay? You again? Didn't I just take care of you? Will you come pounding on my shit, dude? That's rude. Alright, so where were we? Okay, so like I said, I like to run my thing staggered. So the next level, just start in a corner, will be like this. And yeah, something is screwy with these. And we're just going to use a small block on this. I don't know why we got this screwy thing, but it is screwy. We'll fix it by ignoring it. I'm just being honest. That's what we're going to do. We're going to ignore it. Okay. What the? It's looking like a different color. Alright. That's odd. Right? It doesn't look like a hell of a lot darker to me. Yeah, having an aneurysm or something. That's how the old man died. And technically, so that side's not right either. This side is perfect. That's how it should be. So what is up with this side now? Something didn't line up, but are you lined up with that? Actually, this looks more lined up than you. What the fuck? Something screwy. Those two are lined up together. It looks like these are lined up with that, right? I mean, it's just a little bit off, but... Okay, so this is for this. We can do this now. The next level after this is going to be these kind of blocks across the front. Alright, we need more stone. Yeah, these kind of chimneys take a lot of stone. These chimneys are for two reasons, okay? It's a a waterproof chimney, okay? It also is a fire hazard proof chimney. You're not going to start your shit on fire because of fire hazard. Okay, whatever. We're gonna need a ladder soon. Oh, see? This is screwed up. Ah, these are not a problem. The whole corner's screwed up. You screw up the cornerstone. Oh, you got a problem. So this should fit in there now. Correctly. Okay. That one looks like it's out a little bit, but that's because these are screwy. They got a curve in the center of them. I don't know why they didn't make the pillar straight, but they didn't. And then just next layer. Now, the magic happens. we need a roof piece. And we put the roof piece in here. That is wrong roof piece. You want 45-degree roof piece. Right there. It's perfect. See? See what you got there? Alright. That keeps the water from going onto your hearth. And it also has room for the smoke. And the 45-degree will channel the smoke up the edge of the inner edge of the roof piece. Where the 26 will not. The 26 will trap the smoke. So it does matter which one you use. You need the 45-degree roof piece. This one. Not this one. Not that one. Not this one. Not this one. You need this one. Alright. Get that straight. Next layer, just stagger it again. This one will stagger all the way out. And we'll be going across that, because that's going to be inside. See? And I got to do a ladder now, because I got my ass down just so I can show you what's going on there. And that goes right up to the roof. So, yeah, it goes up to the roof so that, we'll just use the roof. Oh, that's 45, but we can stand on the 26. So that the rain isn't coming in there. Alright. Then here, all the way around with our staggered pattern. Okay, now at this point we can start narrowing the chimney, and we're going to do that at the next level here. So let's get our narrow pieces. It will be this, but first we got to narrow like this. So see, fill that in, and we will make it look better by putting some stairs in here. We're gonna have to go get more stone in a second, and I kind of like you narrowed it up. I knew that was coming. I told you it was coming. Oh, I'm so tempted. I wouldn't be able to get out of there. I wouldn't, because I would land on the iron cooking station. Well, I might. No, I think I'm probably too tall to fit under here, and you can't crouch to go under anything in this game. Crouching doesn't care. Okay? You're not actually shorter when you crouch. Go figure. KPU. You wondered why I brought so much stone. I know you did. Well, this is why, because it's on my list. Well, actually, I may not have put the chimney on the list, but it was on my list because I ran out of things on the list. Room on the list. Okay, so look what we have here. This is 1 meter by 2 meters. You can't go any smaller than that. You got to live with that. Okay, and you want to live with that. You're going to live with that. Okay, so we will bring it down to 2 meters by 1 again, but we're going to do that differently here, but not this level. Don't want to do it this level. Gotta give the smoke a little room to go into here. Then we are going to narrow it down by moving it in from the front here, like this. And now we're at 1 by 1, 1 by 2 again. And we're just going to do another layer here. We're pretty much done, but we're just aesthetically another layer here so it doesn't look all crowded. That's it. You got a chimney. Now, I do this. Is it absolutely necessary? Well, you know, I forgot it sometimes, and it doesn't seem to be absolutely necessary. I figured this would kind of like stop the rain going in too. But it's pretty. So we're going to do the purdy thing. Make it purdy. It's not perfect, but it's purdy. But purdy is never perfect anyway. I mean, you meet a girl, you let her into your weird little world, and you share your... I mean, she shares her weird little world. But you haven't seen Good Hunting? Okay, go watch Good Will Hunting, you see what I'm talking about. Then your wife farts in her sleep. That's the story of that. Loud enough to wake the dog up. Okay, and if you really wanted to, because the stair is not going to go further than... you could do that. And got a pretty little chimney. Okay, does it work? I don't know. We'll have to wait for the rain to find out, huh? Seriously, it doesn't hurt you to have a couple ladders around your house, pressing up against the house. The graylings and all that will destroy them, you know, but what do you mean I need 3 stone short of a full hearth? I don't have any left. Oh, I do. Never mind. But we're done with that. I did bring too much stone. Now, you could do this differently. The reason I do this at this level is because you can't see it then. But you could do this, and I have done it. At this level, I mean, what's it matter, right? And build up from there. And in that case, you could bring this down to this level, and you still won't be able to see it unless you stick your head in the damn. But you have to be standing on the hearth, so you're gonna have a hot foot. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a hot foot if you do that. But this looks good. It doesn't look cramped. I mean, actually, since there's not going to be any cooking stuff here, yeah, go ahead. You know, because cooking stuff is back behind me. But yeah, it's a hearth for the residential area. You can do what you want. It'll work fine if you lower this front. Or you could lower the wood thing too. Well, throw some wood in here. That's it. That's the chimney, baby. Pretty little chimney. Actually, in this case, it might look better down a little bit. I don't know, because there's nothing here. Normally, you'd have some cooking stations and such. I'm not going to sweat it. Either way, they work. I know that, because I've done them both ways. And you may want to have some soup up here or something, you know. Hey. Alright, let me look at our list. I think we're getting close, people. What am I forgetting in a house that might need some, like, yeah, this is how you do this. So we got a comfort of 8 right here. We're missing some banners. I wonder if that guy picked up any raspberries, because we could make some banners. So some people like to make a comfort room, try to get the comfort up as best they can. Okay, problem with this here, I think we're too far from the beds to get a comfort of 9 here, but we should have a comfort of 9 right here. The beds did it. Okay, but the way the design was of the house, yeah, I really should have put the fire over here, the staircase over there, you know. But I'm not an architect. I didn't think about the stupid beds until I was putting the beds down. And so this design could be changed so that you're sitting in the corner there at your little table. Over there in the corner, kitty corner, from where I'm sitting, would be a better place for the table and the chair and all that jazz. Unless you want to like hide a bed in the ceiling, and you could do that. The hidey bed. Look at this ceiling. We could actually make this ceiling like right here. Make the whole ceiling right here. And it really wouldn't be that claustrophobic. Right? I'd do the whole thing. Yeah, we'd have a problem with that because fire hazard is on. But other than that, that one torch, and you could put in a, you know, torch. But okay, be aware. Yes, I should talk about this. These torches. Okay, that includes these torches, and this torch, and this torch. Okay. But this is what you have early game. What do you mean I'm out of resin? I will shoot you in the face. That can't be. Yeah, I didn't think so because I didn't film my things. These torches are affected by fire hazard too. However, you could put it in the middle of the wood floor. It's going to be fine. So that rug's going to be fine. That chest is going to be fine. But what won't be fine is if you, let's say, well, you can't really put that inside that, but you could put the workbench over the torch. Okay, you're going to have a problem, but the real problem is the door, because people like to put them right inside the door. If you put that close enough to that door is going to catch fire, and your wood's going to, that fire is going to spread to your wood. So just be aware that these have fire hazard too. Okay, even where I've got it right there might be a little too close. The fire hazard only seems to spread horizontally on these. Okay, so you don't want anything too close horizontally. So what a lot of people do, and I watch them because they don't have fire hazard on, they don't give a shit. They go like this and then they say, yeah, I'm putting my torch here. Don't do that when you have fire hazard on, or if you're ever planning on turning fire hazard on, because you might come and find a house burnt down. Okay, don't put your torches too close to the wall. But a lot of people like to, like, yeah, I don't want it into the room, but that's it, that's good, it'll go there, yeah. Alright, yeah, that's fine for when you don't have fire hazard on. It's not fine otherwise. Alright, what was I doing? Oh, I was just talking about this. And yeah, you can hide a bed, you know, just make a fake roof up there, a fake ceiling up there. Now, I would do that on some builds, except you don't really have a floor. Well, you do. Yeah, the 1x1 floor piece that doesn't have them annoying cross beams on them. But then you know, see the bottom of that doesn't have the cross beam. Oh, I'm talking about the cross beam. Cross beam. See right in the middle. Yeah, that's annoying to me too, because they should have a 1x1 piece that has a cross beam that connects to one without a cross beam, or where the cross beams overlap. Okay, because like when you build a second floor, sometimes you end up having to use the 1x1s, And then it's like, well, that cross beam, which is there for aesthetics, like, okay, your beam is running this way and supporting the floor, right? Well, but you put your 1x1s over here, and then it's like, what, the beam just stops? Yeah, so it just breaks the immersion, in my opinion. So, just a gripe on that as far as aesthetic immersion. We did not finish the chimney. Look at this shit. It's not done. I screwed up. Let's finish the chimney. Okay, so this should be fine. We should be able to just slap these drift pieces in. We need the 45 here. We want to get the bottom on this side of us. Just, but actually, this is a meter wide, so you could do that. And any that's sticking in is going to be inside there, so it doesn't matter. You could do it just like this. It'd be fine. Okay. I just prefer to like do it like it's real, because I like the immersion. There you go. And it's a handsome chimney, if I must say so myself. Not too tall, too wide, but we got a hearth in there, you know. What are you gonna do? Alright, just gonna look at my list. I'm gonna get inside before I do that, because Grayling come up and smack me while I'm in there. You know how it is. Backdoor fence wall. Yeah, okay, yes. As I said, I got poisoned by a shaman, and it occurs to me, yeah, you should really build something around every house, okay? Because inevitably, if you've got a fire and a crafting station, you're a target for a raid. And the shaman will poison you through the walls if you come in. Of course, this place is big enough, but you would come in here. You wouldn't want to sit here when the battle's raging, because you won't get your rested bonus. But here you might, but they'll be pounding on the doors and the walls on either side of you. Okay, so it's just going to depend on the situation, whether you get the rested bonus. If you do sit down, you'll still heal up faster than if you didn't sit down. See how it's going fast there? If you stand around and move around, you're not going to heal as fast. Okay. So there's no, yeah, I'm going to heal myself. Oh, I'm healing myself. Yeah, you're going to heal, but you're going to heal slower. Alright. I came to put this down. And I think we can get rid of that. I think, except for putting a fence up. So let's get a little wood. Ancient seeds. Yeah, I'm gonna throw them in with the buteberry shit. You got resin. Oh yeah, that's gonna fill all the fires that we didn't put up. If there's any outdoor thingies. And I did bring some copper extra. We have 4 doors. Let's take 8. Will our forge be sufficient for this task? Since it's way over in this corner. Probably not. This door. I like to put the fire on the door, the left of, well, on the side. You know, you can do what you want. No forge. But I like to put it on the side where, you know, the opposite the side with the hinge. I don't know what they call the side without the hinge. I bet you there's a name for the side of a door without a hinge. You know, the side with the lock, but these don't have any locks, so, or a door handle. I need you. You're just a pain in my ass. Oh. Well, I have to move the stupid chest if I, well, to put that back, I could take it out without moving the chest, but then the forge isn't going to go back there, same place, so it's easier to build another forge, since I had the stuff here. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's facing the right way. Yeah, it's put right here. Alright. Torch jam? We don't want one on this side because of the roof piece. So just go with that. And there's a back door over here. So you can slip out. The wife doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? No, no. Oh, it's my story and I'm missing copper. Huh. Well, I know where the copper is. Copper's in the forge. Well, I need the forge to put this one up. So I don't need the forge to put that other one up. Not this forge. We don't have enough resin to fill all these damn torches. Yeah, these last ones were for above the forges and the workbench. I'm actually going to move it here. Here, because I'm going to put a tool rack above here someday. Maybe not. Probably not, but I could. I'm also going to have tools here. There we go. That's a handsome crafting area, if I do say so myself. And I do say so. Well, there's not enough resin to finish these torches. While I love to use the resin up, I'm not going to because there's no reason to. When I leave here, I shall never return. This base, oh, I will be back here when I bring Motor's head. Wait, no, Yaglu's head. That's right, you died 3 times killing Motor. You think you'd remember. I'd like to sometimes put chests up, but I wish you had like a little stone shelf, you know, because putting the wood on there, kind of, you can put like across here, that's 2 chests worth. You get 3 chests up here if you go all the way across. You know, you can kind of make it look like it's supporting by using one of the little beams on the end. You know, and then you can store food and stuff up there. We went with the different style hearth here, and this saves a lot of space, you know, but either one's fine. I didn't want to put a chimney here because I knew we were doing this multi-level house. So, you know, kind of think ahead. Spoilers, I guess, you know, you can't think ahead if you know, don't have all the spoilers. You're not going to have the knowledge that you've got the wood iron beam. Oh, that's why I brought all that extra stuff. We gotta walk back here because I was gonna use that chimney for the mead thing. What do we need for the mead thing? Copper. I'll bet you $1. 6 copper. Well, I put up lights on the outside, so I don't have a 6 copper. Okay. And what else do I need? 4 tin. And then, what we got in there? 7 bronze? 5 bronze for this. 2 bronze for something else, so we'll put these down in here. Well, you know what we could do? Could build another chimney here. The corner chimneys, though, are iffy. You're gonna build a 1x1 chimney. Yeah, it's gotta have a roof like a topper. You know, either you use, this, or you use just one of these without anything else. We have guests. Yeah, actually, I don't want that spear. They're mean people. Die. Very good. Light up the yard a little bit. And I was going to show off the cultivator too. This is our farm. So we're going to do the fence and the cultivator. I know it's getting late already. Damn. Maybe we'll do all that next time. Yes, because I have to get ready for Aska. I want to play Aska, but I'm going to revisit it until that raid starts, or whatever it is, invasion they call it in Aska. But my people are not going to survive, and I do not look forward to my people dying, because I've had people die on me before. So I'm not overly excited about that. And I wish I knew what I could have done differently, but I know I'm not going to. People are going to die. I kind of have an idea what I could have done differently in that game, but well, it's kind of late because, I never got to that point before. And I can't go back. I mean, you don't have a save where you can say, well, hey, that's where I started this village. Yeah. But I would start the village a little differently than what I did there. Are you coming? Yeah. Impressive, young Skywalker. Let me just throw a rocket. You throwing a rocket in my fire? What's the matter with you? Yes, so we will revisit this. We're gonna put a fence up around the house. It's a big ass house, isn't it? There's a skeleton up there. There's a bunch of skeletons up there killing a shaman. Good for you. Oh. He seems a little aggressive. There's another one. Kill my boar. They're all my friends until I eat them. Okay, they're not really friendly, but they're friendly after I feed them enough, because they're kind of pigs. Huh, I thought I heard somebody. Found him. So if you want to leave a door open when you go out, make sure it's a stair. Don't let the Draugr in. So I would leave all the building materials here, the food, so that we can continue our role-playing of only having this food. We will leave the tools here. Take off the kids' gloves. Quite frankly, you should do, especially because graylings are a pain in the ass, is put your fence, well, figure out, the footprint of your building, which I kind of did there. Okay, then just build a pole fence around your damn building at a good distance. I would say probably 8 meters at least. So that's 4 of these. And just, do that. Start out with the fence, 8 meters all the way around from the footprint of your building, and just give yourself some fucking room to build without the graylings coming at you when you're holding a wall piece trying to put it up. I really should start doing that too. Well, kinda did here, right? Okay. So I did have a wall up here when I was building the main longhouse where the 3 chimneys are. But I had a house close by to sleep in. My construction house. It's still there. Isn't that nice? Somebody took the banner down. Like they didn't have any resources or anything. Now you die. See, they got a 6th sense about the bows. That spear didn't even faze him, but pull the bow out. It's probably the sound of the bowstrings in their hearing range, right? You think they programmed that in? No. The birds cheat. They cheat, I tell you. I am not gonna fill all the lights right yet. I don't want to play Aska, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm sure there's some unresolved viewers out there. Maybe I'll rage quit. Cask out.